Oh my goodness, Joe. I'm going to have to go check for MVP. In today's video, we're going to take a 0 overall player and we're going to try and turn him into an MVP and a legend using only the Miracle Wheel. For anyone who doesn't know what the Miracle Wheel is, basically there is a wheel we will be spinning at the beginning of each season that can change our player's attributes. There is also a chance that our player gets no attribute upgrades, as there is a nothing slot on the Miracle Wheel. Alrighty, so to decide where our 0 overall player is going to go, I'm just going to randomly go around here and we're just going to stop on a random team. The Cardinals, okay. Alrighty, so I just put Joe Random onto the St. Louis Cardinals. Now we will get into the Miracle Wheel to see if he gets any upgrades. I'm really hoping we get an upgrade here because to get him to stay in the league and not retire requires him to all attributes 70 plus. He's going to the big leagues. Okay, so all attributes 70 plus means that any attribute that he has above 70 will stay there, and every attribute that isn't 70 will go up to 70. And since our Joe Random is a 0 overall right now, he's about to get 70 everything. So he's going to be the most balanced player in the MLBs here in a second. Talk about an incredible upgrade to get at first. I mean, this is exactly what he needs to be usable. Now we just need to get his potential up at some point. That way he can hold these ratings. But for now we'll just take it because he should have a relatively decent season. And just like that, Joe Random is up to an 84 overall with 70 everything. It looks incredible. Okay, so for the start of season 1, I did check, and our boy is actually in the minors right now. But I guess that's okay because he is 18 years old, so it'll give him some time to develop, I guess. If not, maybe he'll get called up like right away anyway. So I will tune in at the All-Star break and we'll see what's going on. Okay, so we're here at the All-Star break. The team is not doing great. Joe did get called up and he is also not doing great. Yikes, Joe. I mean, this is kind of understandable, I guess. Not really, I don't know. Let's hope Joe has a better second half. I'll see you guys when I'm done finishing this first season. So we're here at the end of season 1. Unfortunately, the Cardinals did not make the playoffs. Let's go see how Joe did. Okay, so Joe had definitely a better second half. He's still not very good. I mean, he's better, but we'll take that, I guess, from somebody who was a 0. He did finish with a positive WAR, which is a good note. And the Guardians defeat the Dodgers in the World Series. How about that? Alrighty, we're here in season 2. Let's see what our next upgrade could be. Max out power and contact versus right. Okay, that's definitely going to help Joe. So this one's pretty obvious. We're just going to max out the power and contact versus righties. And Joe should be absolutely raking this year off of them. He is now up to an 89 overall. And yeah, good for Joe. I'm going to send the All-Star break and I'll catch you guys there. Okay, so we're here at the All-Star break. Let's go check in on our boy Joe. Okay, that is a very good season compared to the last. We will take that. I mean, he might even be pushing All-Star territory with these type of numbers. I might have to go check on that. And Joe Random, in fact, did make the All-Star game this year. So good for Joe. Our boy is, in fact, an All-Star. I'm just going to sim to the end of the season, and I will catch you guys there. Okay, the end of the season is here again. Unfortunately, the Cardinals don't make the playoffs again, but let's see how Joe did. Alrighty, Joe. Let's see how you did. Oh my goodness, Joe. I'm going to have to go check for MVP. Look at this man, Joe Random. And oh my god. It didn't even take us long. The Miracle Wheel did it in 2 seasons. Joe Random is your MVP. Let's see if Joe won any other awards. I really don't think he will, but I just want to check anyways. He'll win Silver Slugger, I would assume, yep. So Silver Slugger and an MVP. Way to go, Joe. Alrighty, here in year number 3, let's see how Joe can get any better than he already is. Boost all attributes by 20. Here comes another MVP. Okay, so this one's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be taking every single thing in the game and boosting it by 20. If it maxes out, it maxes out. And yeah, there's really nothing I can say other than this is just going to be insane. Literally insane. I mean, he's literally just going to pop off this year. If he doesn't pop off this year, I don't know what to tell you guys. This brings our boy Joe Random up to a 99 overall, as I expected. And yeah, here comes another MVP season. I can't wait to see his stats this year. I will see you guys at the All-Star break. Okay, so we're here at the All-Star break. Let's go check in on our boy Joe. He's still a 99, but this isn't really the season I was expecting out of him. I mean, yeah, he's doing good, but I expected more. Joe is in fact an all-star again, which is good. Alright, let's just sim to the end of the season and let's see if he has a better second half. Because I would like for him to win another MVP. Alright, so the season is over again, and once again, the Cardinals do not make the playoffs. Let's see how Joe did. Okay, he had a really good second half. Not as good as his MVP season last year, but it was still a really good second half. I mean, realistically, he didn't really slump. It was just that the power numbers were down when realistically they probably shouldn't have been. And, yeah, I mean, just a bunch of the numbers are down. His on-base percentage went up, which is good. But I was expecting a lot more out of Joe, so I can't be lying and say I'm not a little disappointed. Anyways, I'm just going to sim the off-season here, and I will catch you guys in the next season. Alrighty, here in season number 4, we got to spin our Miracle Wheel here. Let's see what we get. Maxed out hitting. This time he better win MVP. If you saw the last Miracle Wheel episode, you'll know that we also got this one time for Yasiel Puig. So what we do here is we just juice up all of the hitting stats. He's got maxed out hitting now. He should be an absolute beast this year. Okay, so we made it here to the All-Star break. The Cardinals are finally doing extremely well this year. Wow. Okay, Joe. I mean, I would tell you I'm surprised, but I'm really not since he has maxed out hitting stats. But oh my goodness, MVP bound. We don't even need to check either. I already know he's an All-Star. There's no reason to check that. Let's just sim to the end of the season. Let's see how he finishes the season out. Okay, so we're here at the end of the season. The Cardinals finally make the playoffs. And let's see how Joe did. Joe batted .316 with 50 bombs and 122 RBIs. Surely he won MVP, right? And there it is. Joe Random was in fact the MVP. And Pete Alonso, his teammate, was second in MVP voting. So just an overall insane year for the Cardinals here, but he also won the Hank Aaron Award, and if I had to guess, he's also a Silver Slugger. He's also a Silver Slugger. Good for Joe. And the Cardinals finally made the playoffs, so we can finally sim this as we win Game 1, lose Game 2. We win Game 3, we lose Game 4. Come on, Game 5? We lose. Well, that stinks. Alright, heading into Season 5 here, I don't really think that there's anything I can get at this point that's really gonna completely help him out, but boost all attributes by 5. Okay, I mean, that'll help him. I mean, realistically, it's not going to help him out that much, but it'll help him in the sense that anything that isn't maxed out is going to be pretty close to being maxed out. I mean, other than that, though, this is just like a bunch of just little additions that aren't even really necessary for our boy. He's just going to be an absolute beast. I wouldn't be surprised to see him win MVP again this year. Alrighty, so we're here at the All-Star break. The Cardinals are still having a pretty good season. And Joe's numbers, they are down, but they are still really good. I mean, his average is up. His home runs were way down compared to last year, but you know, all in all, it's still pretty good for Joe. So we'll check in on him at the end of the season, see how he's doing. Pete Alonso is stealing the show this year, and the Cardinals do in fact make the playoffs. Let's go check in on our boy Joe. Let's see how he did. Okay, he had a way better second half of the season. I mean, he was still an all-star, but I'm assuming he's not going to win MVP because it looks like his teammate here, Pete Alonso, gave a good run at it. But let's go check the awards anyways. And as I expected, Pete Alonso did in fact win MVP. I would think in real life most people would probably argue that there's a good chance Joe Random should got it, or Austin Riley, just because his batting average is pretty bad from Pete. But anyways, that's enough of that. Joe Random did win the batting title, and he also won the Hank Aaron Award. So personally, I'd give this MVP to Joe Random, but that's just me. Anyways, let's see how the Cardinals do here in the playoffs. We're going up against the Mets in the first series. We lose Game 1. We win Game 2. Win Game 3. And we win Game 4. Here we go, moving on. Alrighty, Game 1 versus the Dodgers. We win Game 1. We lose Game 2. We lose Game 3. We win Game 4. We win Game 5. Can we go to the World Series? We lose Game 6. Come on. We're going to the World Series. Let's go. Alrighty, we're here in the World Series versus Tampa Bay. Let's see how we do. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we lose. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we lose. And Game 5, we win. Come on, let's bring it back, fellas. Game 6, we win. Uh-oh, Game 7. Come on, come on. This is for all the marbles. We lose 7-10. Yikes. And your postseason MVP goes to the MVP himself, Pete Alonso. Joe Random's on this list, but he really didn't have that great of a postseason. It's a shame he couldn't get the World Series there, but we can try again. Alrighty, so here in season number 6, I don't really expect there to be anything that can really help our boy out at this point, but random attribute boost to 90 to 99 overall. Okay. So this one is pretty simple. I'm just going to ask Siri to pick a number between 90 and 99, and whatever she picks, that's what I'm going to make all of his attributes. So there's actually a chance that Joe goes down here in overall, but we'll see. Hey Siri, pick a number between 90 and 99.
A random number between 90 and 99 is 94.
Okay, 94. Alrighty, so everything is going to be set to 94 overall. I mean, like I said, this kind of hurts him, but not really. I mean, he's still going to be really good. It's just some of his attributes were already above 94, and now they're going down, but other ones weren't, so I guess it's a win-win. He's definitely going to become a better defender off of this, but everything else, it kind of hurt his hitting, but we'll see how he does this year. He's still 99 overall, as I expected. I mean, he's still insanely juiced out, so let's see what happens. Alrighty, we're here at the All-Star break. Let's go check in on our boy Joe, who is cold right now, but he has 31 homers, 79 RBIs, and he's batting .305. Cold wear. I would say there's a good chance our boy has a shot here to win MVP again for, I believe it will be his third time. But yeah, let's just sim to the end of the season. Let's see how he does. Alright, so we're here at the end of the season. Let's see how our boy did. Okay, so he batted .301 with 49 homers and 123 RBIs. I'm assuming he's going to win MVP. It was actually a really close MVP race here. I feel like you could argue Matt Olson won this MVP, but I'm not too sure. I guarantee you Matt Olson didn't have 28 stolen bases. I also can't speak for the rest of the numbers though. Okay, and I accidentally just simmed the entire postseason. Alrighty, so at this point in the video, I don't really think the Miracle Wheel is going to help our 0 overall. At this point, he hasn't been a 0 overall since the first season, and he wasn't even a 0 overall then. So, at this point, I'm just going to sim the end of his career so you guys can see how his career pans out. But, we're done with the Miracle Wheel for today's episode, and yeah, let's see how his career went. It's going to be about a half hour for me, it's going to be about a second for you guys. Let's see it. Well, that took a lot longer than I expected. Okay, so, yeah, the last time you saw me was right here. Actually, no, it was this season. And as you can see, Joe played for a long time. These are what his stats are looking like for anyone who is curious. You can kind of slow down the video and go through them yourself if you want to. I'm not going to dive too deep into them just because I don't really want to, because I've been sitting here simming for way too long. And obviously our boy Joe's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and good for him. Also, this guy Andre's ahead of on top of him, played on the same team with him when he went to Boston, so good for them. They got to retire together. They're both going to the Hall. Congratulations. Over here I will have a list of all the accolades that Joe Random got throughout his career. And yeah, so the Miracle Wheel turned that 0 into a hero. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I didn't show you that much and I didn't use too much of the Miracle Wheel. It just took a long time to record. So I still hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.